Hello and welcome to Crypto Condensed. Thank you for joining me on Monday, April 1st, 2019. Happy April Fool's Day. Hope you're having a good time, having fun. Let's get into the markets. Bitcoin currently $4,156. Ethereum 140. Overall market cap pretty 1% up. Like here and there, it's kind of gains, but overall slightly green. Top gainers of the day are Bloom 74%, Aragon 43%. Wow. Everix up 20%, Dogecoin 16%, and Walton Chain 15%. Today's top losers: Metal 14%, Ether Party, Elastos, Spank Chain, and Grin. Onto the news for Bitcoin. It is awakening for the first time since 2017. For the first time since the bull market in 2017, we've seen two consecutive green monthly candles as March closed out green. Now it's April. This article says that the last time this happened was in 2017 in the bull run. So I want to see this April, this month, turn into another green month. I think if 2 is bullish, 3 is even more bullish. So I want to see April be another green month for Bitcoin. Into some international news, Swiss Stock Exchange launching a Ripple XRP exchange traded product with Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, and Stellar Lumens on deck. So here we go. Swiss Stock Exchange SIX is launching Ripple as their first ETP, exchange traded product, tomorrow, April 2nd. And the ticker name is Amun Ripple XRP, AXRP, as you can see here from the trading slip. This trading platform does have a management fee, as you can see, is 2.5%. And I've also noticed that Bloomberg ticker and the Reuters ticker are also available on their website. So this is just the beginning of many cryptocurrencies to follow. Crypto startup Amun has raised $4 million to funding to facilitate more on-ramps for buying digital assets. The company plans to simplify the process of making crypto investments by establishing channels that are familiar to traditional investors. Amun makes investing in crypto assets as easy as buying a stock. Investors can invest in crypto easily, safely, and a regulated way on the SIX Swiss exchange. So the co-founder of Amun, Hani Rashwan, says the collateral. Actually, before we get to this, so here we go. SIX listing rules require ETPs, including Amun, Ripple XRP, AXRPs, to be collateralized in order to meet regulatory demands for consumer protection. So they actually want this to be physically collateralized in the background, not just like selling the digital asset with no backing, like the USDT says, but no one's really confirmed that issue. But for AXRP, the co-founder says the collateral also has to be kept at an independent qualified custodian. The calculation of the price is checked multiple times a day by several parties. So what this means is in order to sell XRP or AXRP, they have to have XRP in their reserves or in their custodians and in their care. So they can't be selling non-backed funds, basically. And in conclusion of this article, SIX Switzerland, leading stock exchange, plans to launch its own digital assets exchange in 2019 in order to tokenize assets and utilize blockchain technology to power trades. The platform will be built on R3's enterprise blockchain-based settlement platform, Corda. I went to R3's platform, Corda. It's right here. You can check it out on your own free time. But yeah, they're based in New York, London, Singapore, and Brazil. The R3 network and platform. It's pretty cool. Switzerland's doing big things. Also, Coinbase has been doing big things, and they're also integrating XRP in international transfers. Send money internationally for free with XRP. That's a nice ring to it, don't it sound like? Fast. Send money across borders virtually instantly using XRP or USDC. Free. No fees to send or receive XRP or USDC, which is the stablecoin USD dollar, to another Coinbase account, and globally available to Coinbase users in any supported country, including India, Mexico, and the Philippines. fast and free for all Coinbase users. You can now send money to any user with a Coinbase account around the world using XRP or USDC. By using cryptocurrencies that are optimized for cross-border transmission, you can send and receive money virtually instantly by sending these cryptocurrencies and having the recipient convert them into local currency. There's zero fee for sending to other Coinbase users and a nominal on-chain network fee for sending outside Coinbase. So as you compare it with the bank transfer, XRP and USDC are both very fast and cheap, XRP being faster and cheaper on both ends. But yes, this is very good to see Coinbase educating the public on how to send money internationally with Coinbase, with their platform, of course. On to some government regulation news. U.S. Congress introduces 2 new cryptocurrency bills. These bills were actually brought forth on January 30th by Representatives Darren Soto and Warren Davidson. And they introduced 2 new blockchain-related bills which have been passed now. Which have been actually not passed, but they have been introduced and actually looked at. The first one, called H.R. 922 Virtual Currency Consumer Protection Act of 2019, is aimed at tackling the issue of price manipulation. According to the document, the chairman of Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, will be required to submit a report which details the potential for virtual currency price manipulation, including methods, susceptible classes, effects, and harm to investors, and so forth. Basically, government protection is only to protect our investors, which is the people. Moreover, the document also puts a definition for the term virtual currency as a digital representation of value that does not have legal tender status and that functions as a medium of exchange, a unit of account, or store of value. Pretty cool. Government is now actually coined the term virtual currency. The second other bill is called H.R. 923. The U.S. Virtual Currency Market and Regulatory Competitiveness Act of 2019, increasing competitiveness. If passed, it would require another report from the chairman of the CFTC in consultation with SEC heads, as well as other relevant federal agencies deemed necessary, detailing the means to promote the country's competitiveness in the field. This report would include comparative studies on existing U.S. and international legislation, evaluation of the benefits of virtual currency, as well as blockchain technology to the U.S. commodities market, legislative proposals, recommendations, and so forth. H.R. 923 also requires the regulators to propose new regulatory structure for cryptocurrency exchanges, which would include customer protections, federal licensure, and market supervision. But overall, this is very good to see this. If this really wanted to pass, it had to go through the House of Representatives, go through the Senate, and the President eventually, if it wanted to become a law. But it's just the first steps of a bill, so the process of making a law is very long and tedious. So this is a good beginning, though. On to some altcoin news presented by Zai Crypto. Binance Coin is the Amazon of crypto, according to The Dawn. Could increase by 100 times soon. Over the last few days, the crypto market has shown some promising indications that things could get nicer soon, and BNB has been pumping over the past month. I think it's already over 100% gain since $7, currently trading at around $17. $17.8, almost $18, with a market cap of $2.5 billion. This guy named Don tweets, "I hold the same stance. BNB is the Amazon of crypto. Still has the possibility to 100x from here." And of course, CZ responds to that tweet, but I can't. We can see it right here. Let's see what he says. Oh, he says fire emoji and flexing. Yeah. But BNB is still very early to see with it still being a centralized exchange. I see in the future a decentralized exchange coming. If that is successful, I could see BNB with another 10x increase, maybe hopefully another 100x increase. But that's further speculation on that part. But I think BNB is very considered in this blockchain sphere currently. And lastly, Icon news. ICONLOOP integrates blockchain-powered authentication for SBI Savings Bank. ICONLOOP launches SBI Simple Authentication System after a half-a-year collaboration with SBI Savings Bank. So they launched this blockchain-based solution for customer authentication, timestamping, and certifying electronic documents. They are using a SBI blockchain-based consumer PIN, which is a fingerprint which is simply applying a fingerprint or using a PIN with no need for utilizing a security card, public certificate, or one-time password. So this is the future of security, and it includes biometric authentication with the fingerprint, of course. New level of security, rushing for blockchain integration. So Korea is very ahead of the game, and Icon, as you can see, Samsung, and all these other products that are launching in Korea are taking over the cryptocurrency market. I would look into ICONLOOP as they're integrating with SBI Savings Bank, this authentication process, as I think other banks might follow as well. Anyways, this is the end of the video. Thank you for joining me on Crypto Condensed, and see you next time.